So how is she, officer?
She's still a bit shook up, sir, and she's not making a lot of sense.
Is she still sticking to her version of events?
Yes, sir. That's why they asked us to bring you in. She's still insisting that the captain simply disappeared mid-flight, and to be honest, we have no idea where he is. We know she must be lying, but if she is, she sure is convincing.
Okay, officer. I'll take over from here. Officer Walton. I'm Brad Freeman. I work for the FAA. I wonder if I can ask you a few questions?
I already told the cop and the doctor everything. Can't you just leave me alone?
I understand, and I'm sorry, but you must appreciate that this is a fairly unprecedented event. Can you at least tell me where Captain Ingram is?
I don't know. I just don't know. How many times do I have to tell you all? He just disappeared from the cockpit.
Hey. I'm sorry. I know this is hard, but can you just go through what happened when you saw the lights?
Okay. We were about 4 hours in, and we're just about to turn to begin our descent when I first saw them. I thought it must be a beacon at first, or lights from another aircraft, but it was just too bright and too big.
Go on.
We maintained our heading and this thing moved up to our altitude. It was then I could start to see the size of it. It was off our starboard tip and it was huge. The size of an aircraft carrier. It obviously wasn't another plane, that's for sure. It kept to our speed, but it was hovering. The light was weird. It would start as a bright orange glow and then as suddenly it would shrink down to a bright white clear light. We could see it on our own radar, but I radioed it in. Ground radar confirmed that this thing was flying formation with us, but that it was fading in and out.
So what happened to Captain Ingram?
We had just started our descent and had dropped to 14,000 feet when the thing disappeared from both our radar and visual. We were just flying through the cloud when all of a sudden it was right in front of us. I thought we were going to hit it, and there was a tremendous jolt as it passed our starboard. Then suddenly the whole cockpit was filled with light and I was blinded for what seemed like 20 seconds. And then I looked around the cockpit and Phil was gone. I knew he hadn't left the cockpit through the cabin door as it was still locked and secured, but he wasn't there. When I came to my senses, I realized that we were still descending, and so I checked my instruments and brought us down.
Look, I know you don't know, but what do you think happened to the captain?
I'm a pilot, Agent Freeman, and when you're a pilot you cannot say what you think when it comes to this kind of thing. Not if you want to keep flying.
Officer, I know the code. I spent 14 years flying F-111s. I've seen things that I would never dream of reporting because I know how people would have reacted. How they would have looked at me. But this is different. A man is missing. Phil Ingram is missing, and I need you to tell me what you think happened.
Okay. They took him. Whoever or whatever was controlling that craft took him. Are you happy now? I don't know what it was, but I know what I saw.
Thank you, Officer Walton. I'm just going to step out and have a word with the doctor. I'll try to make sure no one else asks you any more questions. Try and get some rest.
Thank you.
How is she, doctor? Physically she is fine. She had reddening to the face consistent with her story of being burned by a bright light, but other than that she has no perceivable injury. However, I can't say the same for her mind. She's clearly traumatized by something. Thanks, Doc. Officer Walton. Officer Walton. Doc. Has Officer Walton come past here? Not while I've been here. And this is the only way out.
Hello. Oh, hello, sir. No. She definitely hasn't come through reception.
Well, where the hell is she then?